Hi everybody, here's my video review of the electronics package on the 2013 going forwards Ducati Hypermotard. So the electronics package is the same on the Hypermotard SP and the Hyperstrada as well. The Hypermotard you can get in this lovely red, which all Ducatis should be in. You can get the Hyperstrada in red, but it has like a matte grey frame. You can get this Hypermotard in black, I think I already said that, and the Hyperstrada you can get in white. The Hypermotard SP comes in white and red and has a few extra bling features that you don't get on the Hypermotard. I didn't think I needed those extra bling things, so I couldn't justify the extra money. For the cheaper money, I'll change the handlebars on here, change the pipe eventually. The pipe's pretty cool, it still gives a bit of a brap sound, which is what you want in a motard, and change a few other little bling things to make it personalised a bit more. So the electronics package starts at your wheels. So you've got the ABS sensor here, and then the ABS ring here. So you've got the normal disc, on the other side it's just a plain disc, but on this disc you have the ABS sensor. So if that gets blocked, your ABS will not read correctly. Same on the rear wheel. The rear wheel, you can see there's the sensor, cable to the sensor, and then the ABS ring attached to the disc. So, and that obviously reads to the mountains of electronics under here, under the seat. So there's no, you see it's got that big block under there. There is no room under there, that's all electronics, battery and everything. If you buy a fully fed Ducati, all the electronics are kind of down here in the fairings, but in the naked bikes, they've got to put it somewhere, so it goes under the seat. So that takes away all your... So as far as everything on the bike goes, so your left hand controls, you got indicator, same as normal. You push it to cancel it. That's also the selector button in your menu as well. Horn, selector up and down, and then your flasher button here on the back, flasher button there. So push down is to turn your high beams on and off, push down again, turn it on or off depending on where you were, and pull on it to flash. And it's also a lap timer as well. On the right hand side, so obviously your ride-by-wire throttle. Ducati are running this system now, so that's your on, well, I don't know what you call that switch, but then your power on button here. That button there also runs your heated grips should you have them fitted. So the heated grips, so you push it once the engine is actually running and it's over 2000 RPM, so you push it once for low, push it again for medium, and again for high, and again for off. It's pretty good that they've actually designed it to be built into the system so that you could, the engine will protect itself, or to protect the battery and whatever else it needs. So we'll power it on and show you what it says. Ducati Hypermotard. If you have the I can't say that part either. The Termi pipes, if you have them fitted, it will come up with Hypermotard Performance or Hypermotard Racing on there as well. So the electronics package that you get with this, so the Ducati Safety Pack, ABS and traction control, is, as you can see here, I'm in urban mode at the moment, and there's Ducati traction control on level 7, ABS on level 2. So, and if you want to change that, it's just a matter of pushing this center grey button here, and that will change through. So sport, touring, urban. So if you want to stay on one, so as you can see I'm on urban at the moment, so we'll stay on sport. So I'll push and hold the grey button, and you can change it to sport, change my traction control to 1, and change my ABS to 1 as well. So I'll just change that, I'll cycle through back to urban, and you'll see the traction control and ABS change. As you can see, they've changed to 7 and 2 now. So urban mode is like rain mode, so it goes into low power mode, so 75 horsepower, and not as snatchy on the throttle. Sport I've got set with all the low modes in there, and also the power mode is on high, so it's full 110 horsepower, and you also get real snatchy throttle. And the touring mode, so touring nice in the middle, is still full 110 horsepower, but not as snatchy on the throttle, and the ABS and traction control are about in the middle. So traction control on 4, ABS on 1. So I'll be using that in dry weather when I'm touring when I'm touring wherever. And sport mode, when you just want to be a hooligan. So the bottom button on here, top button, bottom button changes the bottom part of the screen, top button changes top part of the screen. So I'm pushing the top button now, sorry, and that's changing. So the time, low engine temp, ambient air temperature around me 16 degrees centigrade. And so for the US people, you can change the settings to Fahrenheit as well. The bottom button will change through here. So trip 1, trip 2, average fuel consumption, instant fuel consumption, average speed, total time, so total trip time, sorry, so 2 hours 10 minutes, and back to total, because I've done 120k since I've owned it. Yeah, so yeah, you can change all the settings inside as well. If you push and hold the bottom button, we'll bring up the menu system. So you got ride mode, backlight, lap, pin, clock, units to change it between kilometers or metric and imperial, so between kilometers and miles, battery, RPM to change your idle speed, and get out. Riding mode is probably what everyone wants to know, what they can change and how they change it. So you just select it. So to get in there, I've held that. Now on the riding mode, I'm just going to push the silver button to select it, the grey button, sorry. And now pushing the bottom button again, I'm cycling through. So in the sport mode, if we wanted to change that, so I've selected it, get what I want. So I want to change my traction control and change it to what? So it's got between 1 and 8 and off. Sorry, it's got off and 8, between off and 8. So 8 being the highest amount of traction intervention, off being no intervention, and 1 being very, very minimal. Yeah, get out of that. It wants to try and memorize it straight away, so you just go and change something else. So ABS, you've got off, 1, 2, and that's it. So we'll leave that back at 1. And yes, I still don't want to change anything. And engine, as I discussed before, so engine, high, medium, low. Cool. So that's it. And then of course you got the default button if you wanted to turn everything back how it came, how Ducati changed it from the start. So that's it. That's the electronics package on the Hypers. I haven't seen anything online to show you a run through of using it, so I hope you've found that helpful, as I've had to learn it myself. And if I'd seen it, would it have changed my mind on buying one? Nah. But it's still cool to see. Anyway, thanks for watching, YouTubers. Ensure you keep watching and subscribe to our channel, because there'll be a lot of videos coming up with this bike, or from this bike, or yeah. And hopefully I'll show you all the changes I make to it as I go along too. Cool, thanks, bye.